Hey everyone, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be the Try a Chapter challenge. I don't know if it's a challenge or if it's a tag. I'm going to call it a challenge. So, I've been in a reading slump for like 2-ish months, and I've tried so many things to try to get myself out of it. I've tried taking a break from reading altogether, and that didn't work. I tried watching some booktube videos because those usually put me in a good mood to read something. I tried to read books in a genre that I love, so romance being my favorite. I tried to read some romance. I tried reading books that I've read before that I know I love. That didn't work either. So, I really don't know what else I can do to get myself out of this slump. But then I was thinking that there's one thing that I haven't tried yet. And this try a chapter video is going to help me to try out this theory that I have. I think that what we need to do here is spark some interest. So I've gathered 4 romance books, and I'm going to try the first chapter of each of them. And the one that captures my attention more than the rest of them, I'm gonna read that one, or try to read it at least. So yeah, even though I'm feeling a bit slumpy as of late, I'm very excited for this video and to try these chapters because I'm just so ready to read a book. I've been waiting for a long time to feel good about reading a book. And I actually did just finish reading a book today, but it hasn't cured my horrible mood. So I just decided to do this video and see what it does for me. So the first book that I have here is Meet Cute by Helena Hunting. I've wanted to read this for a while, but I've been a little hesitant because I've heard some things that it wasn't really that good, and there was a couple things that were problematic, but I still want to read it, so I'm just gonna give it a try. But it's about this girl named Kaylin. The book says that she's calm, rational, and controlled, so that means that her emotions never take over in situations. But then she quite literally runs into and falls over Daxton Hughes, who was a former actor that she had a crush on when she was a teenager. And as soon as she met him, she fangirled so hard over him, and surprisingly enough, he did not get freaked out by that, and they end up becoming friends. But what she doesn't know is that he's gonna betray her so hard. And so, a while after that happens, he needs her help. He is the legal guardian of his 13-year-old sister, and he needs help with something regarding his sister. And so he asks Kaylin for help. And even though she hasn't forgiven him, she still helps him because she is not completely heartless. And so that turns into them going on dates and hanging out. So now we're left to wonder, is she gonna let her guard down and give this person who broke her heart another chance? The next book that I have here is In Paris with You by Clementine Beauvais. I don't know how to say that. This was blurbed by Nicola Yoon, the author of Everything Everything and The Sun is Also a Star, so I'm assuming this one's going to be really good. This book follows Eugene and Tatiana. I'm guessing they have mutual friends, and that's how they met. They ended up spending the summer together, and they had an opportunity to fall in love, but summer ended, and they had to go back to their real separate lives. And so time kind of tore them apart until they meet again in Paris. The first chapter is 25 pages long, so I'm not excited to read the first chapter. I don't think my slumpy mood is gonna allow me to do that. And then the next book that I have is Holding Up the Universe by Jennifer Niven. I had originally wanted to read this back in January, but I didn't even touch it or look at it. This book follows Libby. She is known by everyone, so I'm assuming she's very popular, but nobody really knows her except for Jack. Jack is friends with everyone. Only Libby truly knows who he is. And that's really all the description of this book gives us, is that small tidbit of information. So I don't really know what this book is supposed to be about. This book is told in alternate perspectives, and the chapters are really short, so I'm probably going to read a couple of each of their sections, and then yeah, we'll see. I'm kind of excited, kind of nervous, mostly because I don't know what it's about. So yeah. And then the last book that I have here is All We Left Behind by Ingrid Sundberg. This one follows shy bookworm Marion, love that for her, and Kurt, who is the soccer all-star, and they meet at a party. And as soon as they meet, sparks. That kind of sounds like insta-love to me. But as soon as they meet, they go between wanting to be together and pretending like they don't know each other. Every day it switches up. So they don't really know what they want. But when they are wanting to be together and hanging out, they start telling each other all these secrets that they don't really tell anyone. And so they're building a relationship with really fragile pieces, I might add. And so they don't think that they are right for each other, but yet they think that they are right for each other. It's a conundrum. I'm gonna go and try out these books, and when I come back, I'll let you know what's up. So yeah. Okay, I'm back a few hours later, actually. I filmed that first part of this video this morning, and it's 8:30 now, so love that. So this was a little interesting. I was expecting to be at least slightly interested in all four of them, but that was not the case. I am very surprised at the results of this little experiment, I guess we'll call it. So I'll talk about these books in the order that I ended up reading them in. So the first one that I read was Meet Cute. So there was a prologue to this book, so I read the prologue and the first chapter. The meet cute that happens is right at the beginning in the prologue. And if you don't know what a meet cute is basically the moment where the two love interests in a book or a movie have their, either it's awkward or it's just really funny introduction to each other. So their meet cute happens at the very beginning of the book, and it was so funny. If I didn't have other books to read the first chapter for, I would have just read the rest of this book, to be honest. And that just feels so good to me, to have that feeling of wanting to read again. A couple things about this book, though. I don't really know much about the characters yet. Really the only thing that I know about them is that they both went to law school together. This book is told in alternating perspectives. Also, multiple timelines. I think we're following 3 timelines, which that might get a little confusing, but I'm still interested to see how that unfolds. The second one that I read was In Paris with You, and unfortunately, this book is not going to work out for me. In my notes that I wrote down, I literally wrote, no. That's how I feel about this book, okay? So the book started out with a really cute poem. Don't talk to me of love. Let's talk of Paris. The little bit of Paris in our view. There's that crack across the ceiling and the hotel walls are peeling, and I'm in Paris with you, by James Fenton. So I think that because the author started the book with that poem, the author decided to write the entire book in this format. And it's driving me insane. Like, I don't even know what this is. It's probably verse, which I know some people can do it really well, but for me, it's just not my thing. Like, I don't like it. And that's not it. Like, also, I already hate the main character, Tatiana. I don't like her. I don't want to give any spoilers. What I don't even know if you'd be interested in reading this book after I've just shown you my reaction. But I don't want to spoil anything in case you do want to read this. But I already hate the main character. Don't like her. No. So unfortunately, this book is not gonna be a thing anymore. So I am going to donate it to my library at some point, so someone else can read it who isn't me. Okay. Then I read Holding Up the Universe. This book started off really, really sad. Again, I don't really want to spoil anything, but Libby's life is just full of sadness and heartache, and it just hurts me a little bit. So, and then Jack, he's just a hot mess already. He has something called prosopagnosia, and that basically is the inability to recognize faces. So, like, even his family that he sees every day, he doesn't recognize them when he looks at them. So, the way that he remembers people is by like studying their behaviors, or like the way that they move, or like just like things about them, I guess. And that's how he recognizes people. Like, for his brother, he knows that his brother has an afro. So if he sees some small kid with an afro, he knows that's his little brother. This book is also told in alternate perspectives, and I have a feeling that this one is going to hurt a little bit. And I already kind of relate to Libby to a certain degree. That is very personal to me. But yeah, this one's gonna be good, I can tell. And finally, we have All We Left Behind. This one is kind of meh. Marion's first chapter, basically, there was a lot of sex talk. Yeah. I have a feeling maybe that's all this book is gonna be, is just like a steamy romance that probably isn't steamy because we're talking about 16-year-olds. So, and I didn't really think much of Kurt's first chapter, so. And this one didn't really like hook me like the other two books did, so I don't think this one is going to be one that I'm going to enjoy much either, so I'm probably not going to end up picking this up ever. Which is a shame because I really like the cover. So that is all for today's video. I am so excited that I was able to do like a taste test of these two books, because now I know for sure that they're going to be something that I'm going to enjoy. And I don't have to put them off any longer, so love that. So I realized that I said my next video, meaning this video, was going to be a book haul, and this video is definitely not a book haul. My packages haven't come in the mail yet, so maybe the next video will finally be the book haul. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.